Where there was once pride, now is shame. From up $34,000 on the day to down 15 grand. How does it even happen? And it's actually worse than that. It's from up 37,000 because I came back for some afternoon trading and I flew too close to the sun. I got a taste of a nice winner, got myself up 37,000, and then in one trade was down to up only 11,000. Went back for one more, down 15. Wow, 2 trades just like that. Well, 3 trades, one up and then 2 down. Deep, deep shame. I have really let myself down today, but this is part of trading. Easy come, easy go. Trading is risky, and the biggest risk that I face probably every day is overtrading, having profits and giving it back. And I definitely overstayed my welcome today. I overstayed my welcome and I got rewarded for it. I got a little overconfident and then, whew. So let's break it down and recap part 2 from green to red. All right, well, here we have it. I've let myself down big time today. CARV. How did it happen? How am I down $41,000 on a stock that is up 100%? Well, 200%. I'll explain that. So on CARV, initially, I missed the bulk of the move. I did get a trade coming out of the first halt and going into the second halt, and I got a little bit, I think, somewhere in this area on this continuation. And then I felt like it was too extended and I stopped trading it. It ended up going a lot higher without me, came back down, and then I was sitting here, and this is why it's so important to shut down your charts. It's so important. I cannot look at a pattern forming and not take the trade. I can't do it. I just can't. It's I'm so bad at that. So I got back in right here. It started surging up right here, and I got in on this micro pullback for the break of 36. We got a squeeze up to 37 and then up to a high of 38. So on that first trade right there from 36 up to 37, I made $4,000. 3,000. Got myself from up 34,000 to up 37. Then I added back. I added back for the squeeze through the highs. And I added back right there. I was looking for the break through the high. Why would you do that? Newegg. It was because yesterday Newegg had a very similar setup. And look at what happened. It squeezed through the high by $10 a share. So I stepped up and I went big. I was like, this is it. This is your chance at redemption for missing Newegg. Now, why I'm trading at 1 in the afternoon is pure FOMO. I gave in to the fear of missing out, the fear of missing the momentum. I was already up 34,000 on the day. I had no reason to come back. I was good. Had I not made enough? No, apparently not. I was looking for more. So on this trade right here, we hit a high of 38 and it dropped all the way down to a low of 35, a 3-point drop, and I had to stop out. And on that trade, I lost $27,000. Lost $27,000. So that hurt. I was up about $11,000 after that trade. Is that the time I should have just shut it down and walked away? Of course. Of course, I just gave back more than half my gains. But giving back more than half your gains it's such a slap in the face when it happens like that, because you were sitting here for the last 4 hours feeling like you're on top of the world, $34,000 in profit, I'm having a great day, and all of a sudden that great feeling was taken away. It's not just the money that was lost, it was the feeling that went with it. Now the feeling of I've done a good job today is gone. I'm up only 11,000. Compared to 34, it doesn't feel good. So I went for one more trade right here. I started with 1,500 shares. I added 10,000. Then I added another 5,000 for the break of 38. The high right here was 38.26. This was our high of day, 38.74. Our previous high right here was 38.87. We did not break. I bought 20,000 shares total, 20,000 share position for the break of 38. And I stopped out down $1 a share, roughly. So 38, I stopped out at about 36.50 right here. Good thing I did and didn't hold down to this pullback here. But with that, I went from up 12,000 on the day or whatever it was to down 15,000, just like that. So I lost about $48,000 on CARV from my high to my low, chasing the momentum, looking for that next big move. Now, you know, it's one of these things. Today, I didn't get rewarded for overstaying my welcome, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. And if I had taken that same setup yesterday on Newegg, I would have been rewarded on it big time. And so because I chose not to trade Newegg anymore yesterday, I felt that FOMO that I'd missed this big opportunity. And when I saw CARV setting up a similar pattern, I recognized it and I thought, this thing looks good. Got that nice trade at 36 right there. So $3,000 of profit. I was like, okay, you're dialed in. I jumped right back in. Boom, gone. Whoa, big loss. I thought for sure this was the spot. We were off. The volume was coming in. I thought we were off to the races right there. Rejection. Didn't want to keep holding it. Didn't want to let the loss get huge. This stock is not one I just want to hold and hope on. You've got risk of it being halted, potentially pending news. You have the risk of it being halted. There's mostly pending news is probably the biggest risk. And then the second risk would be that all of a sudden it flushes and halts going down. And you don't want to be holding 10, 15, 20,000 shares of a stock when that happens. That's how you could lose 50,000 or 100,000 bucks. So all things considered, with a 20,000 share position on this stock, it's a huge amount of money on the line. It was not a smart time of day to take that trade, and I paid the tax today from up 37,000 to down 15 grand. It's really disappointing, but I don't want to let it shake me too much. You know, it's one day. Yesterday I was up 22,000, so today I'm down 15. One step forward, one step back. That's kind of how I have to look at it. Yes, I technically am down 50,000 or whatever it is off my high today, but you know that's part of trading. Easy come, easy go. In case you didn't know, trading is risky. It really is. Most beginner traders out there, they lose money, and even seasoned traders like me, we fall into these emotional traps. The emotional trap here was a FOMO feeling from yesterday on Newegg, combined with seeing a similar pattern and then making a decision to throw my typical risk parameter for a 1 o'clock trade out the window and go big. Could it have paid off? Sure, it could have. Could this have squeezed up to 42 and I made another 40 grand on it? Yeah, that could have happened, but it didn't. And the risk reward ratio was not strong. And what I said yesterday, if you recall, I said, you know what? I'm up 22,000. I think I left some money on the table, but it's more important for me to close today up 22 than maybe 30 or 40, because what I don't want to have happen is for me to lose half my profits because it's going to upset me. And so it's more valuable for me to be up 22 than 34 if I'm up 22 and I'm not upset, because the risk of going for 34 is that I become upset, not just down to up only maybe 11,000 or whatever, but I'm upset. And that's what we have here. The loss, you know, I mean, the profits come and go in the account. That's trading. I'll have some days where I'm up 20, 30, 40,000. I'll have some days where I'm down 20, 30, 40,000. It's the emotion that is so hard to cope with. The feeling of having had something and gone because you chased it, FOMO. So today's a 3 recap day. 2 recaps for the big account, 1 recap for the small account. At least I'm still green in the small account. Thank goodness for that. So that's a kind of funny question. Would I rather be up 34,000? Which would I rather have had happen? Lost the 50,000 that I lost here, or lost 2,000 in my small account? I don't know. Small account. That. I mean, if you're just talking purely money, but the small account, that's a big deal. I don't want to blow up a small account. I really don't. So this is my 4th small account challenge, and I didn't blow up the other 3, so I really don't want to blow up this one. So in some ways, the stakes feel even higher on that small account. But But I really wish I wasn't down 50,000. I think I'm just trying to make myself feel better about it. So anyways, the silver lining is that the small account is green and I'll live to trade another day. In this account, I gave back most of what I made yesterday, but I can brush that off as well. Friday, tomorrow, I should be careful. I should be careful tomorrow, just because, after a red day. But today today wasn't a problem of the market. The market was awesome today. The problem was me. I chased it. I got too aggressive at the wrong time. So if the problem was that the market was really cold, I would definitely be super cautious tomorrow, but I just have to be more dialed in tomorrow to seriously call it quits when I'm done and shut everything down. And that's what I'm going to do right now, because I swear if I leave this open, it's just so tempting to say, you know what, I'll take one more trade. And then next thing, and the good thing is I have a max loss on this account of 10,000, so I can't take any more trades in it. The account is shut down, so that's good. But anyway, so that's it for me. Disappointing turn of events there, but that's trading. See you guys tomorrow.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.